Hey, everybody, welcome to the webinar. My name's Will, PPC Coach. I appreciate everybody coming on. Today, we're going to talk about teacher appreciation gifts and how you can profit. And that's basically just giving a gift to a teacher. So I think now, because of what's going on in the world with the, Corona and the pandemic and self-isolation, all of these students are now at home, and all the parents are realizing what a job teachers have. And my wife is a teacher, so I fully understand what they go through. It's insane. So for other people to see now what parents have to go through with just their own kids, imagine multiplying that by like 20 kids or 25 kids per day. It's just nuts. So I think now typically people would be going out and starting to think about what kind of little gift, like appreciation gift, can they get for the teacher. So I figured, why not take advantage of that and show you guys how you can profit off this. So the teacher's happy, they get a nice little gift. The person giving it is happy, they get to give a nice little gift, and we're happy because we're making money off it. So I think it's good all around. So first of all, I guess before I dive in here, I got to do this. Can you hear me and can you see me? So give me a one in the chat box if you can hear me and you can see my screen okay. If excuse me, if anyone is having any issues with audio, just check your settings on your computer. Just make sure you're connected to the right speaker and make sure that your speaker's turned up. Okay, getting a lot of yeses here. That's good. Good, good, good. All right. And number two, where are you located in the world? So I like to do this just to see who's the furthest away. So I'm in London, Ontario, Canada. So just type your location in the chat box now, and then we're going to dive right in. So we have, holy crap, okay, Singapore, India, St. Pete, Delhi, India, okay, Malaysia, Bangladesh, Tunisia. Holy man, this is awesome. Baltimore, Maryland, right on. More India. Do we have any Canadians? I know we have Canadians. Come on, we got Canadians. Oak Park, Michigan, right on. My neighbor. Well, kind of neighbor, I guess. So I'm about 2 hours from Detroit, worldwide except Nigeria. Nice. Exactly. Etobicoke, there we go. Just down the 401 from me. Awesome. Okay, so we have actually we had kind of a record here. I don't have a screenshot, but I had 1,500 people register for this webinar, which is the most I've ever had. So I'm very excited to get this going. We have a ton of people on the call live from around the world, which is awesome. So let us dive in. Okay, again, thanks for coming on. I do have a lot of stuff to show you. So what are we going to cover? The three things that I told you on the page. So number one is what to sell. And this is something awesome. It's actually two items that we're going to be offering because why not? Number two is how to sell it, funny or sentimental this time, and basically every time. That's how I kind of do it. And number three is how to ensure success. So wouldn't that be nice, right? So who is this for? It's basically for the following people. It's for people who are like starting out online with print on demand and paid traffic. So print on demand, I know we have a lot of new people on here. To me, it just means that we do not have to buy, excuse me, my throat is like bugging me today. We don't have to buy any inventory up front. All we have to do is create like an image file. We load that up to the platform that we use. They'll create a sales page. We send traffic to the sales page. People order from the sales page. The company that we use will actually collect the money for us, and then they'll take off the base cost. They'll pay us the difference, and that's our profit. So out of that profit come our ad costs. So we got to make sure that our ad costs and base costs are below the revenue that we're bringing in. Simple. That's what print on demand is. It's awesome. Pay traffic, we're going to use Facebook ads. And this time around, we're going to use Google search ads. Okay, something a little bit different, just to teach you guys, give you some ways to diversify. It's also for people who have tried, but they kind of failed in the past. It's for people who just need some inspiration, motivation, accountability, and people who do not quit at the first sign of trouble. The basic gist is this is for people who just want to connect all the dots because it can be pretty daunting if you're starting this out on your own. So who it's not for, negative people, finger pointers, quitters, bad attitudes, and just all around unpleasant people, this is not for you. But it is just like crazy times, right? We've got unprecedented, people are scared, people are self-isolating. we've never been through this before. Like, should we just stop our business because of this? No way. This business that this method and this model that I'm teaching, it actually helps people. It puts a smile on the face of the person who's given the gift, and it puts a smile on the face of the person who is getting the gift. And it's going to put a smile on your face too when you make money doing it. That's three good things. That's awesome. This is a great business model to be in. I love it. And it works very well. I've never stopped. Even since all this stuff started, I've never stopped. And you're going to see a little bit of proof in a second here. So you're here, so I am 100% sure that you're in the right place. Now, if you stayed until the end, I do have a special offer for you. But before we begin, I usually like to go in and introduce myself and do all that blah, blah, blah. This time, I'm not going to do it. If you want to know more, go to my group. Go to ppc-coach.com/group. Go to my website. There's an About Us on the bottom. There's testimonials. There's everything. Just Google my name. You're going to find a whole bunch of stuff, hopefully good stuff. But who knows on Google listings. I've been doing this forever, and I'm not going to do the intro part right now. If you do want to find more about me, just please ask around or go to Google, whatever you want to do. Instead, let me just show you who I am and how I operate. So I do practice what I preach, and I love helping others succeed, which is different than a lot of guys out there. I actually won't show anything until I've got it down pat myself. So this was Christmas. Now I know we're going back a couple months here, but it was pretty sweet. Pulled in over six figures during that run, which was wonderful. The ROI was about 40% on average, so I did pretty good for a 2 month run. The point is, I think that you have to make hay while the sun shines. So anything could happen. An ad account could go down. The time of year could change, right? Seasons change, events change, events come and go. Like Father's Day is coming up, but you pretty much have to have everything up and running in order to give enough lead time for people to get the gift so they can give it to their dad in time for Father's Day, right? So right now people are running a lot of Father's Day stuff, and I just did a Father's Day challenge on the forums, and it works very well. So what about recently? You still selling even with the coronavirus? I get this all the time, and yes. So this is about as recent as I can show you. This is May 19th. So I don't know. Today's the 20th. Oh, today's my birthday, by the way. Today's May 21st. That's my birthday. So this was the 19th when I did this slide. Yes, I'm still going strong. So on that day, I had $1,479 in revenue, $569 in expense. So my profit in US dollars, because those are US dollars, was $819.54. So the cost of goods sold and shipping is already taken off that revenue number. All right. My profit, when you shift that to Canadian, is $1,141.29. My ROI on May 19th was 144%. Don't expect to get 144%. Expect more like 40, because that's the average. All right. This was just a really good day. It happened to occur just before this webinar. So I figured, hey, you know what? That's awesome. Best part is that's on an evergreen product of mine. I got a whole bunch of stuff running. So if you need some proof, no problem. This is one of the platforms I use, one of my favorites. This is a print on demand platform called Gearbubble. So you can see my sales for the day. I had 43 sales. You can see my all time. I'm getting near the 7-figure mark on Gearbubble, but I'm well over 7-figure across multiple platforms if you add them all up. So there's my expense, $659.48. This is my Facebook campaign that powered that revenue. This is a conversion, 819 US dollars to Canadian, because I am Canadian, so I get a beautiful pay bump on everything. So I actually make a lot more than my US profit when I convert it. So it's awesome. So now I guess I'm wondering, do I have your attention? I hope so. I see a lot of happy birthdays coming in. Thank you. I do appreciate that. I'm 45. I'm getting old. Uh, the key though, I think timing really is everything. Now that was an evergreen product, but we could take advantage of events that are happening all throughout the year, and that's what I do. The next big event, it would have been the end of school for the kids, like here in North America anyway. I know it's different around the world, but over here, typically end of June is like the last day of school. And that's the day where the kids bring in a little gift for the teacher, like chocolates or a wine glass or even a bottle of wine, I don't know, or a coffee mug or some little card that just says, hey, thanks for teaching us. So that's coming up end of June. So we want to have everything in place now. We want to get all our research testing, launching, ramping up, and scaling done well before the event, because it takes a little bit of time for that product to get from the purchase to the person. Now, we only use US suppliers who actually ship from the US direct. So the bulk of our traffic Comes from the US because it's one of the biggest countries, but I still do worldwide too. It's just worldwide takes a little bit longer, and I understand the school year is a little bit different around the world. So right now, kids are at home, which makes people appreciate teachers even more, which I can tell you. I work at home at the front of my um, house. I have an office, and I don't have a door on my office. It's just open concept, and it's nuts. It's crazy. So I totally appreciate what teachers are doing. I always have. So what do people buy? Well, typically it's things like coffee mugs, spa gift packages, like little ones. Doesn't have to be super expensive. Here we have coffee shops like Starbucks and Tim Hortons, so they get a lot of gift cards, little necklaces, little trinkets, or more. That's what they do. So what can you do? Well, you can sell those gifts online to people, for people to give to the teachers too, which is just awesome. So how? It's simple. Come up with an idea, get a design made, upload it, market it, and basically make money. So it sounds simple, but there's a little bit more to it. But that's where I come in. I'll teach you how and support you along the way. So here's a couple examples of people that are already succeeding. Here's a fellow on my forums. Hey everyone, just wanted to thank Will for sharing his expertise with us and give us some motivation to forum members who didn't get started yet. I think I found a winner because I made 400 and I spent 198 in ads. So that means his RO, he made 202 profit. So his ROI was over 100%. That's awesome. Here's another one. Him again. So he reached 3,500 in revenue and 50% profit because people are buying more than one necklace. What's working for me? So he was getting some sales using interests like Fatherhood, Duck Dynasty, Rifle Association. He tried lookalikes, but that didn't work for him. So he moved to, now this is for forum members only. Some days are good and other days are bad. Kill the campaign in the bad days, increase the budget in the good days. How I found the design, I checked. So, I mean, people are sharing everything. They're sharing like what they did, how they did it, where they found the ideas. It's just awesome. Here's another one. I put this one in here. Hey, everyone. Just want to post a quick screenshot of my recent milestone of hitting 1,000 profits on Shine On. So I joined the forum a month ago, started with a Christmas challenge, applied techniques immediately. My ad spend is still a little high. Oh, and so that's revenue. I'm not profitable yet, but trying to tweak and adjust so I can start turning a profit. However, I came into this understanding that I'm learning at this point, and spending is the cost for valuable knowledge. Thank you, Coach, and everyone here in the forum for the advice and support. I put that one in there because that's a huge milestone. This guy is profiting now. So that was back for the, oh man, that was what, November of last year. I got to do some new ones. Got a whole bunch of them. So why tell you all this? Because it applies to business too. Um, there are more too, but how did they do this? Basically, they got some help and they took action, which is why you're here. So maybe you've missed this kind of time of year in the past where people are buying teacher gifts and you aren't going to this time. And that's why I put together the kind of teacher appreciation gift challenge, teacher gift challenge 2020. More on that later. Let's get into the training. So today we're going to cover three things. And if I move pretty quick, don't worry, I'm going to send out a replay, okay? And then I'm going to make an offer at the end. So number one is what to sell. So I'm going to show you two different products that we can offer. And the first one is, just getting right into it, coffee mugs. So why coffee mugs? I'm just getting some thing over here, getting them loading up here. There we go. Oops, one sec. Come on, load. So you can do basically funny or you can do emotional. And what I like to do is both. So coffee mugs, they're perfect for a teacher because what do teachers do? They drink a lot of coffee. Like I don't know any teacher. Well, if they're not drinking coffee, they're drinking those espressos or whatever it may be. But teachers do tend to drink like a lot of coffee. So there we go. I've got an example here too. So the coffee mug tip that I'll tell you, funny tends to work best for a coffee mug. So just keep that in mind when you're doing your research and you're trying to find funny stuff. I'm going to show you a couple examples in a second. But the other thing is message cards. So I'm going to show you an example of a message card and you're going to be blown away. So that can be funny or sentimental. Typically when I'm selling message cards, it's like a gift box and it's got a card on top and it's got a little piece of jewelry that comes with it. And it's a nice, it comes in a gift box. It's perfect for a teacher because, well, for, I guess for female teachers more so than male teachers, but it just works so well. So I'm going to give you some options. So I think let's do both, and then let's see which product works best for you. Now, if you want to see a few examples, let's see some. So I know people are already saying, what the heck is a message card? Okay, here's an example of a message card for a teacher. Now, I'm showing this one with the full understanding that it will be copied, but this is just a quick example I whipped up. It just says teacher, noun, teacher, a superhuman individual capable of producing miracles every day. So that is kind of like a sentimental, not super mushy, but just like, hey, you're a teacher, you're superhuman, appreciate you. You could even put like thank you on the bottom. You can, where it says noun, teacher, and then the wording, you can change that to whatever you want. So when you're doing research, you're looking for quotes that people would say to a teacher or thank you things that people would say to a teacher. You create a simple little file, simple little image file, which I show you how to do. I even give out templates. So all you do is change the wording, upload it to, in this case, Shine On, which is another print-on-demand platform that I use. Then you can sell it. So you can see I can price this at $49.95. I'll show you the pricing example in a second. And basically it costs about $14.50 base cost for this. So that difference is about 35 bucks that I have to use on ads. And as long as I'm spending less than $35 to get a sale, I'm making money. So that you might be thinking, whoa, slow down, Will. I'm going to show you an example in a second. I just wanted to show you a quick example of a teacher message card that I think will sell very well. Okay. Now you can make as many as you want. It doesn't cost anything to list your product on Shine On. It's free because they make the money when you sell one. They take out the $14.50 base cost from the product. Then they will take the order, they will print it, they'll ship it, and then they'll send you the money that's remaining. So it's a really, really good business model to be in. Now, number two, where do you find these coffee mugs? Where do you find all this other stuff? Well, here's a site called Etsy. So teacher gifts. Let's just go here. It's even a keyword that pops up. We'll see a ton of examples. So they got bags, they got mugs. Here's one. Bestseller. Let's look at this one. This is a mug, and it says, I will teach you in a room. I will teach you now on Zoom. I will teach you in a house. I will teach you with my mouse. I will teach you here or there. I will teach you because I care. So that's like a teacher mug. So I think in this case, that's yeah, that could be a gift. Yeah, absolutely, you could buy that for a teacher. I mean, you're kind of treading on a little trademark issue here, but if you remove the cat and hat thing, I think that's good. I actually read my little daughter cat and hat like every night, so I'm well aware of this one. But the cool part of Etsy is you can see reviews for this shop is here. That's all their products, but reviews for this item is here. So you're getting people, and this is May 20th. This whoever this user is said this was such a cute mug. It will make a great teacher gift. I was surprised at how quick I received this product with having the teacher name added. So you can even add the teacher name. You can personalize it. Look at that. I don't know where the name goes, but we can do that too. We can personalize this stuff. Gearbubble has this ability too. So we could make this mug, we could personalize it, we could sell it. We know it's already working because it came up here, right here. Oh, get back there. Right here as a bestseller on, well, this is an ad, but it's a bestseller in this store. So whenever you see Etsy and you look at bestsellers, go scroll down, look at the reviews. Specifically, look at the reviews for this item. So there's 20. Love it. The mugs are so beautiful. Great quality. Shipping was so fast. Thank you. It shipped fast. My daughter's teacher loved it so much. People are already giving them out. It's perfect. About 4 of these for all the teachers and loved them. That's the other thing. People, I forgot about that. People have more than one kid typically. I have 5. So I would have to buy 5 of these. So if you run an ad, I buy 5, you just made like 5 times what you normally would from one sale. Pretty cool, right? Super awesome. Anyway, you get the idea on that one. That's a great idea. Actually, I'm gonna do this. Oh, cheat here. I'm gonna take a little screenshot of that myself because I like it. So I use a program called Snagit to do my screenshots, but when I'm doing my research, that's what I'll do. So that's one example of a coffee mug. Now they got all these like gift boxes and stuff like that. Here's a pencil, Miss Hannah's, the influence of a good teacher can never be erased. So stuff like that. If you see like a really good quote, you can actually put that on a coffee mug. So here's something. here's a t-shirt. I mean, we could do t-shirts too, but I just find whenever you're selling apparel online, you get a lot of returns because it doesn't fit. Now this here, when I scroll down, I see the store has a lot of reviews. This product has 68 reviews for this item. So what I would do whenever I see that, it's listed as a bestseller too. I'm just going to take a little screenshot of that so that I have that quote that I'm going to put into my kind of research sheet. So I can do up a coffee mug that says dedicated, or I could even put their name, have it personalized to say their name up here. So I could say, like even this one has add your personalization. So we could say Mrs. Hamerl, dedicated teacher, even from a distance. And we could put that on a coffee mug. Okay, I hope you guys are getting a bunch of ideas because I know I am. I didn't even think of these. And then you can see this. Super cute, good quality, shirt's great quality with flaw, and they accepted it, got me fixed. Told all my teacher friends. This is another thing. Teachers collaborate daily with each other. So when they see something cool, they're gonna be like, "Where did you get that?" "Oh, I got it from Sally." "Hey, Sally, where'd you get that mug?" "Oh, I got it from here." Boom, viral sales. So it's just this is why I love this market. It's awesome. Got the shirt for my daughter. She loved it. So this is something that would be a perfect gift. Do up your own version of this quote, put it on a coffee mug, and customize it with the teacher's name. Oh, gold, pure gold, just gold. Here's one because virtual teaching. I guess I don't know what that is, but what you want to do is look for these bestseller ones as much as you can. And there's a bunch of them. There's another one, dedicated teacher. So somebody did like the same design, they just switched it up a little bit. So I bet you somebody came into Etsy and they're like, "Oh, hey, I'm going to do some research on here. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Bestseller. Oh boy. This is a message card. To an amazing teacher, Mrs. Morris. You could customize this too. It's a little bit more work with shine on. For guiding me, for inspiring me, for teaching and caring, for your dedication, your kindness, your patience, for your smiles and your praise, and for helping me shine. For giving me 100% of yourself and taking me to new heights. For all this and more, thank you from Morgan. So, my God. Okay. Geez. Even if you don't do the personalization, that thing will sell like hotcakes. So I'm going to take a screenshot of that. Oh man, I love that. That is just awesome. Awesome. And then I'll scroll down. I didn't even look at the reviews. 35. It's selling. Absolutely beautiful. Personalized card just makes it that much special. That's not good grammar. Thank you. Ordered two has teacher gifts. They arrived less than a week after I ordered. Exactly. Necklaces are beautiful too. Very happy with the shop and my purchase. Highly recommend. Beautiful necklace, and his teacher loved the personal message, super fast shipping. So you could do message cards for mails too. They have jewelry that's like not a heart. They have like anchors and infinity things and everything else that you could do. So you can do it for mails too. My son's teacher really enjoyed it, along with the personalized note. So down here we've got even more. So I think I'm gonna have to bookmark this little page here too. I'll just say that teacher gifts. So bookmark that because I'll come back and I'll look at the related items. Oh, those are photos from reviews. Yeah, so I mean, people are actually sending in pictures to this store, which is just so cool. Anyway, let's go back here. Let's see if we can find one more, maybe. Mrs. Carter. So here's a bestseller. Now you're thinking, okay, that's a glass block. Will, we can't sell those. No, but we could put that design with Mrs. Carter or personalized to Mrs. Smith, Mrs. Brown, Mrs. Peterson onto a coffee mug very easily. So you know what? Let's scroll down to the reviews. So this one is showing shop reviews. It's not showing individual reviews, but there it is right there. Love it. Looks amazing on my desk. Thank you. I guess they're selling a lot of these. So let's take a little screenshot of that one because the design idea itself is very simple. It's just like an apple with dots, and we could easily get that customized onto a coffee mug. So there, I mean, my research folder right now is filling up. I could literally spend all day on Etsy, just scrolling through looking for more bestsellers. You can see there's even more in here, but I don't want to keep you guys all day. I got a little bit more to show you. So there is Amazon too, and you can go here and go teacher. teacher gifts again. You can even put in like teacher mug. I teach, therefore I drink. So if you find anything in here that kind of best teacher ever, that's a good one, and you can personalize that too. Why you're the best teacher ever? To teacher from me. That's interesting. You are a teacher I will never forget. You gave me wings. Oh, what? You gave me wings, roots, and you believed in me. So just something like that is like a nice touching, like that would be sentimental. That little quote, I'm just going to take a screenshot, could go onto a message card or onto a coffee mug, and you could put, Mrs. Smith, I will never forget you gave me wings, roots, and you believed in me. We could fix that up, but the point is, when you find something cool, take a screenshot, and let's take take a little bit deeper. Teacher gift mug. I don't know if that'll come up. Oh yeah, here we go. Look at this. All of these. Tears of my students. Best teacher ever. I teach. What's your superpower? Just a good, just a good teacher with a hood playlist. Nutritional facts. Best teacher ever. I'm a teacher. What's your superpower? I'm silently correcting your grammar. Student tears still warm. So all of these are ones that you could do. You could take little screenshots, build up your research folder, and you can easily create your own versions of these. So even if you're not artistic and you have no abilities with like design, there are programs that can help you that I actually teach all the forum members. So I may look like I'm listening, but in my head I'm composing music for a music teacher. Not my circus, not my monkeys. I'm retired. That's funny. Not paint, water. Thank you for being a teacher. Thank you for yeah. Thank you for being a teacher who takes a hand, opens a mind, teaches a heart. Well, so that little thing, I happen to know, will work very well. Let's take a little screenshot of that. So I could spend all day on here too, and I haven't even got to like all of them. So this, I mean, the mightiest search engine of all is Google. If you go here and type in teacher gifts, holy crap, you're gonna get a ton of them. So just go to images, makes it easier. Millionaire teacher, that's a bib. That's teacher apple, 17-ounce insulated water bottle. All of these, like my God, so many. And they even like start showing stuff on Etsy and that. These are shopping ads up top. Down here is the images. So these shopping ads, actually some of these are free now for Google Shopping. Thank you for helping me grow. Aw, and guess where it goes? Etsy. And it's a little pot. Reviews for this item, 5. Okay, but you know what? We could take that very easily. Let's take a screenshot, slap that on a nice little coffee mug or a message card, and holy cow, that will sell. I don't know if you guys are getting as pumped as I am, but I want to go start making ones right now because man, I have so many ideas now, even from just this webinar. I gotta stop. So um, just because I don't want to keep you guys all day, although I could. I love this stuff. It's so fun. So fun. Okay, so that's a few examples. I hope that your head is spinning now. You're like, whoa, I didn't even think of that. That's super cool. That'll work. I think that'll work really well. So good. That's good. I'm glad. Let's move on to this. What is a good price? Now that's a good question. Now here's some examples. For a coffee mug, I mean 11 ounce, you could do 17.95, 15 ounce, 21.95. You could even do like 19.95. Honestly, for a personalized coffee mug, you can charge more because they don't know how it's not really any more work for you, but the perceived value is higher when it's personalized. So you can actually bump up the price a little bit. Message cards, typically you saw one of my examples for the silver like heart or silver like necklace, I'll charge like $49.95. For the gold, I'll just bump that up by like $10. Okay. Now, let's do a little what if on a message card, just for an example. So let's assume that it costs like $25 in ads to get one sale. Let's go through some kind of fun with math. So your profit, what's it going to be? So $49.95 is what you're charging. So it costs you $25 to get that sale. That leaves you $24.95 left, but you haven't paid for the product yet. So the product costs $14.50. So like Shine On will deduct that from your payout. So you're left with $10.45 after cost of goods sold and ads. Okay, so 1045 is your magic number. What if you sold 25 of these per day? So $10.45 times 25 units per day, is $261.25. Holy. What if you did that over a 30-day period? Well, now your daily is 261.25 times 30 days. That is that should be $7,837.50 per month. What if you do that all year long? Well, now you're at $93,356.25. Now, if you're looking at that bottom number and you're saying, whoa, that's a lot. It is, but there are guys doing that more. Think of that. Crazy, right? Can you see how this works so well? Like making that, this is just one message card. What if you have two? What if you have three? What if you mix in some coffee mugs? Now what? Now you're making a good living. You're making like doctor level money, like specialist doctor level money. Really good. So now you're thinking, okay, if I got to spend 25 bucks to get a sale times 25 sales per day, whoa, that's like $625 in ad spend per day. Geez, man, I can't do that. That's insane. It is insane, or is it? If your revenue in that 25 units per day is $1,248.75, which it is, then you subtract off your ad costs, you're left with $623.75. Now, subtract off your cost of goods sold, what are you left with? That $261.25 net profit per day. That net profit per day is the money in your pocket. Now, does it make sense a little bit more? Is it a little bit easier to do? People do that and more, but you don't have to start that big. You don't have to freak out. You don't have to go, man, how is this guy spending that much money per day? People do it. I do it. I spend more than that per day because I bring in more than that. I'm not donating to Facebook. I'm not donating to Google Ads. I'm giving them money to get sales, and my sales have to be more than what I'm spending, or I'm not going to be able to pay my mortgage. I'm not going to be able to put food on the table. I do this full time, and I've been doing it full time for a living since 2007. I've been doing it a long freaking time. In fact, I encourage people to start smaller. You don't have to go that big. There's no point. You want to gain confidence first, gain experience second, then you can bump it up. But start small, like way smaller. How small? I don't know. $5 a day, $10 a day, $50 a day. The key is we're spending money to make money. We're not spending money to go broke. Okay. Are you pumped yet? Do you see what's possible? I hope so. I'm pumped. I want to go. As soon as I'm done this webinar, guess what I'm doing? I'm going to start doing more research and creating some products to test. Let's move on though to the second part. And that is, how do we sell this stuff? Okay, well, we need two things to do this. We need a strategy and we need a method. So first, the strategy. So let's look at emotional products and let's use the gift angle and the greeting card style. We saw one example of this already from, he had said to the teacher, then a like mushy quote from, well, it was one of those message cards on Etsy. So what is a gift angle? This is what we're using. This is when someone buys it for someone else. So our ads are all geared that way. So we're not advertising to the teacher, we're advertising to everybody else who's going to buy it for the teacher. That expands our market dramatically. People love giving gifts, especially for teachers at the end of the year. So let's make some mugs. Let's make some message cards that people can give as gifts. Some of the examples that I showed use the gift angle. Some were funny, but I mean, why use the gift angle? Because it works. Why make it funny? Because it works, as you just saw. So next is the greeting card style. So think of how a greeting card is formatted. There's three parts to it, and we plug in the variables depending on the niche, right? So here's the three parts to any greeting card, any greeting card. In this case, let's say to my blank. So we will say to my teacher, or you could just put their name, like Mrs. Smith. Sentimental quote: the mushier the better. Think like tears. I mean, that for teary stuff and mushy stuff. I'm a 45-year-old man. I don't care about mushy stuff, but I know it sells, and I'm very good at writing it. I'm very good at finding it because I know it works. And then you put from your student or their name or whatever it may be. You could just put from your student. You could put from Sally, from Bobby, from Fred, from whatever. That's the format right there. That's it. That's the style. If you follow that, you're going to find winners, pretty much guaranteed. Now, what about funny mugs? Well, I think on a message card, sentimental works very well. You can do funny, but on a coffee mug, funny quotes work the best. So you saw some funny examples there that I showed you. Um, it works very, very well. Where can you find those? You're like all over the internet, online and offline. Just go to Walmart and just go looking down the coffee mug aisle. You'll see funny coffee mugs. I got one question coming in, and it's a good one. Is this business possible in my place? So, yes, it doesn't matter where in the world you are. I'm in Canada. The bulk of the stuff that I sell is in the US. I'm not even in the US. And I do sell worldwide too. I sell to Australia, New Zealand, India, Pakistan, Philippines, Singapore. I'm Canadian in Canada selling worldwide. So it does not matter where you're located with this business. That's one of the biggest benefits of it. It just does not matter. It's very cool. Anyway, so now what? Now you need some traffic. And what is traffic? That means like getting eyeballs on your stuff. That's what you need. So I'm going to be teaching two methods just to double your odds of winning with my challenge. Number one is Facebook ads. This has been my bread and butter for a long, long, long time. But the second one is Google search ads. And I actually started with these back in 2005. So I've been doing Google ads longer than I've been doing Facebook ads. Why? Because they're easier than you think. A lot of people seem to ignore them, but man, they're a lot easier. You want to diversify just in case anything happens to one of those traffic sources. You want to be safe. All right. Now, here's kind of the phases that you're going to go through with your traffic. Phase one is testing. So it's the question is, let's see if my product will get sales. So you launch maybe 10 campaigns. You're going to know after a day. And how do you know? Did it get a sale? If yes, move on to the next phase. If no, move on to the next test. That's what you got to do. Phase two is ramping up and scaling. So once you find a winner, you want to get more people looking at it. This means, of course, spending more money to get more people looking at it. It can mean creating more campaigns, creating more ad sets, creating more ads. You really get people looking at your stuff on a larger scale, and you can use Facebook, you can use Google Ads for this too. Phase three is retargeting. Now, this is where you can turn a campaign or a product or something that you put out there from kind of break even or even losing a bit into profitability. This is simply showing your products to people again. So they viewed it, but they didn't buy. You want to remind them. So you just exclude all the buyers from these ads. So people who bought already won't see the ad. These ads are by far the most profitable. I do have a screenshot. I don't know where it is, but man, I'm pulling the best ROI from my retargeting ads out of any other ads. You can be a bit more aggressive with what you say. So I like to say on my retargeting ads, hey, did life get in the way? Come on back, get this. It's waiting for you. I can't say that on my first ad because they've never seen the product before. The results always awesome from retargeting ads. All right. How does that sound? Can you feel like sales starting to come already? Can you feel the excitement of holy crap, this is a business that I could do. This model works. It does work. I've been doing it forever. I'm not new to this. Now, I want you to slow down though, because it can be a little bit difficult if you attempt this alone. Like there's a lot of dots you got to connect, a lot of systems you got to connect together, and your mindset too has to be right. Because spending money to make money is something that a lot of people balk at. They don't like. I do. So what if someone out there could teach you in detail? I bet that would help. That's how I got started back online in like 2005. But let's finish this off. Time for the third part. That's number three, how to ensure success. Wouldn't that be nice? And the reality check is this is not a simple thing we're talking about. You can't just walk in off the street and do this. There's a lot of moving parts. It can be complicated to figure out. You need a couple things before you can even start. The requirements to succeed are an idea, a design image, a place to upload it to, that's your print on demand platform, a way to market it, that's Facebook ads and Google ads, a way to track results, a way to test, launch, scale, retarget, and basically a schedule to follow. You need that before you can succeed. So how do you do this? Well, you've got two basic options that you can follow. You can take the easy way or you can take the hard way. I don't know why, but a lot of people choose the hard way. It's just look at that path. The red path is like so long compared to the easy way, which is point A, point B, straight line. The hard way means go for it on your own. So that means go to YouTube, search for selling products online with Facebook ads. You're going to get the following. different opinions, different styles, outdated methods that just don't work anymore, super shifty people, tons of ways. You're going to get a lot of kids that maybe hit one big campaign once, like 2 months ago, and now they think they're a teacher and they think they can teach people how to do it. Man, no, that's not the way it works. Those kids haven't even been through a downturn yet. I've been through like 3 of them. Then you go and try each one on your own. Good luck. You've got something now. You've got not the solution, but it's something. You've got a little thing called information overload. So you have basically so many options that you don't know where to start. So what do? You just keep researching and you think that's working and you think that's actually going to get you to success. It's not going to. It's just busy work. So that typically leads to overthinking and over analyzing. So you do nothing and you just go back to square one and you start searching on YouTube again. That's not a good way to do it. That route stinks. I do not suggest that for anyone. Instead, take the easy route. Learn from someone who has been there, done that, and has a t-shirt. Let's go back to 2005 for a second, and I can show you what I did. So the easy way is what I took. I found a mentor or a coach, and what I did was I was working at TD Ameritrade. I was a full-fledged financial advisor for years prior to that. Hated my job. Went to TD Ameritrade. I was basically a phone monkey. I just took stock and option orders and put them through for people who had an account with an online brokerage firm but didn't have a computer. Go figure. So I'm like, man, during the day, the calls were coming in fast and furious. As soon as I hung up, phone rang, I had to take another call. It was nuts. So I'm like, you know what? There's a little night shift that I could do. So I took the night shift so I could search the internet. I took like 8 calls over an 8-hour shift. It was awesome. And on that night shift, I found a mentor online. He taught me all about my first business, showed me the ropes, showed me how to do it, showed me all the ins and outs. And that was generating secured loan leads using Google Ads. And then I would sell them to banks and loan companies in the UK with permission of the people that was giving me the information, of course. Without my mentor, though, I would still be at that 9 to 5 job. Well, maybe not, but probably. Anyway, if you want to lose weight, what do? You find someone to teach you how. You can't just go, well, actually nowadays you probably could go online and figure it out. But if you really are serious about it, you're going to find someone to help you. If you want to learn to scuba dive, you find someone to teach you how. Now, the first time I went scuba diving was at a cottage, and the guy I went with, a buddy of mine, he said, "Okay, here's a tip. When you go down your first time, I'm going to go down with you." He had like 2 little respirator things. He said, "When you get down there," he goes, "you have to do this." I'm like, "What?" He goes, "Breathe." I was like, "Well, of course I'm going to breathe." He's like, "No, you won't. Your whole life, you've gone underwater for over 40 years and you hold your breath because you know if you breathe, you're going to take water into your lungs and you're going to die. You're going to drown." He goes, "Now you have to know and you have to consciously say in your brain, when I'm under there, it's okay to breathe because I have a respirator and oxygen on my in a tank." I'm like, "Holy crap, I didn't even think of that. You're right. I would have held my breath." He goes, "Yeah, everybody does." I'm like, "Geez, I didn't even know that." So if I didn't have him tell me that, I probably would have sat there underwater, like turned it blue because I'm holding my breath, and he would have been like, "Breathe, dummy, breathe." But anyway, you want to learn to fly a plane? What do? Find someone to teach you how. You don't go to the airport, hop in a plane, and take off. I mean, they say taking off is the easy part, but landing sure isn't. I wouldn't do that. You're going to die. This is no different. You find someone to teach you how. Now, no matter what, I don't care what it is, the best way is to have someone teach you. Want to learn to ride a bike? Someone teaches you. Want to learn to juggle? Someone teaches you. Want to learn to cook? Someone teaches you. You can go out and be self-taught. That's called the hard way. And believe me, I've taken the hard way through a lot of stuff in my life. The easy way is also the best way to ensure success, which brings me to the last part of the training, and then I'll let you go. Okay, at the beginning, I said I had an offer for you, and I do. It's something awesome. But first, let me just ask you a question. Are you enjoying it so far? I hope you're nodding your head yes. I hope you have a lot of ideas spinning. I hope you're chomping at the bit, ready to go, ready to profit off this teacher thing. But maybe you have a couple of like fuzzy areas where you're like, well, I don't know what I do here, here, here. No problem. Remember, I talked about the easy way. Do you think this stuff can work for you? Of course it can. So we've covered so far like what to sell, it, how to ensure success. So my question is, do you want to take it to the next level? I know you're all nodding your head yes. So introducing the Teacher Gift Challenge 2020. The info and the methods that I've shown today, they've only scratched the surface, like not even a dent, to be honest. The Teacher Gift Challenge 2020 is all about this. showing you the exact system to follow, watching me over the shoulder on all the dashboards, in my Facebook account, in my Google account, in my Gearbubble account, in my Shine On account, step by step, in excruciating detail, to find ideas, to get them created, and to sell them profitably. That's it. So what is it though? It's training and support. Where is it? It's on my forums. That's where it takes place. How much is it? I'll get to that in a second. Sound pretty sweet? It is. Now, here's what you get with the Teacher Gift Challenge 2020. 3 live training webinars, not like this one. These webinars are in the dashboards, in detail, excruciating detail, showing you every step so that you can watch it, you can get the replay, you can go through the replay, pause it, and do each task as I do it. Okay, so there's no stone left unturned. So week 1, we do research, setup. Week 2, we start launching and tracking. Week 3, we're getting into more ad campaigns. Okay, it takes about 3 weeks to do this. There's also get started videos before. It's over the shoulder. You watch me, then you do it in your own accounts. Okay, it's full training, step by step in detail. That's just the training part. There's also another aspect to this. You don't have to go at this alone. So there's no need to fly solo anymore. And I don't know if you've ever tried this, but if you guys are getting into the business online or trying to make money online, talking to someone about online stuff is difficult. Usually this is the face they get. They're like, haha, that's wait, what? Like they have no idea what I just said. Maybe they're trying to keep up, but they don't know because they don't speak the language. Just like if I go into an emerge room at the hospital and the nurses are using all their nursing jargon, I have no idea what they're saying. Or teachers, they're using their teacher acronyms and abbreviations. I'm like, okay, I know you're speaking English, but I don't know what a AOD is or a XYZ or a VDF is. Like, I don't know what that means. So this is what the forums are. I mean, that's what my wife does. She's a teacher, and then every time I start talking about my business, I know she's trying, but she's like, "Yeah, I don't know what you just said." So what's the solution? It's to find a group of people who speak your language. And that's what the second part is. It's access to the forums to get support and get a community of like-minded individuals who are in your shoes doing what you're doing right along with me. I'm right in the trenches with you. So that's what you get. A members only forum right on the site, looks great on mobile, available 24/7. You get support, you can network with others, you can ask questions, get answers, people who are in your shoes, people who will help you out, led by me, at least a 997 value there. So yes, it's as valuable as the training itself. So you get training and support. Now, does that sound pretty good? Absolutely. But that's not all. So you also get access to all of my previous challenges. So this isn't new. This isn't something I just dreamt up last night and decided to launch. There's a lot in there. There's 7 previous challenges on the forums right now. You get access to all of them completely in full right when you sign up. They're already complete. People did succeed. We ran the following: 2 for Christmas, 1 for Valentine's Day, 1 funny coffee mug, 2 for Mother's Day, 1 for Father's Day, and now this one for teachers. You get full access to them immediately. The value is way more than that. It's a ton of value for a great price. Combined value is actually far, far more than $3,998, but I'm not charging that much, not even close. So what is the cost? Okay, you're gonna love these 2 options. You see that little link on the bottom right, ppc-coach.com/join, go there. Here's option 1. It's a $1 trial, and that's for 7 days, not hand days, 7 days. I gotta fix that. Then $50 a month, and you can cancel at any time. You're not locked in. This is not Infusionsoft where they lock you in for a year at like $200 a month. No, it's $50 a month, cancel anytime. You get in for a buck to see everything. And you get full access to everything with that dollar. I don't leave anything locked up. Option 2, $499.90 per year, so almost $500, charged every year. But this basically gets you 2 months free if you do the yearly option. So it's the equivalent of $41.66 monthly. Saves you money long term, and you can cancel at any time too. So this is actually the better option, but it's a membership type. So you can cancel at any time. You're in full control of that. You're not locked in. You're not going to want to cancel because every month another challenge launches on the site. Every month there's 12 challenges. They're all scheduled. They're all ready to go. I just go through them. I love doing them. They're fun. I enjoy them. The challenges are this. So right now we're coming into June. It's a teacher gift challenge. In July, it's a wedding season challenge number 1. I have something planned for that. August, still in the wedding season, second challenge. In September, October, November, we start into the Christmas buying frenzy. And I'm starting in September to make sure that you make a fortune during the Christmas run up, because the Christmas run up is when people like me make 70 to 80% of our income for the year. 70 to 80%. The rest of the year is not as good. Still good, but man, Christmas time is just like holy crap cakes. It's awesome. So September, October, November, that's when I start up those, and they work. They work really well. That's why you'll stick around. The key is constant updates and new challenges. If you've ever gone and bought a course, you can see that it's probably outdated within 3 to 6 months from when they shot it. That's why I do all this stuff live, so you get the most up-to-date training possible, the most up-to-date Facebook ad training possible, the most up-to-date Google ad training possible. Nothing beats it. Okay, are you in? I hope so. Just go to that URL, ppc-coach.com/join. Now, how about a bonus? This is a fast action bonus, all right? The first 5 people only that purchase the yearly option get a 30-minute call with me, okay, on Skype. We'll talk about whatever you want. You got questions, I got answers. That's only for the first 5 who do the yearly option. Let's chat, see if I can help. Tell me what you're doing. I'll offer my advice. I've been doing this a long time. I coach people one-on-one too. It's not just my group coaching on the forums. So the warning, that's only for the first 5 who purchase the yearly option. So please act fast. Now, what's the guarantee? Well, okay, I guarantee this, 100% stand by this. If you do nothing, you're going to get nothing. So nothing will change in your life. If your first question is, what's the refund policy? Then goodbye, we're not a good fit. Your mindset's not right. Okay, I'm not new to this. If you take action, follow the challenge, you will succeed. There's no doubt about it. What I'm saying is, if you want to change, then do it. If all this did was teach you how to profit from the end of school year 2020 with teacher gifts, would it be worth it? Absolutely. If all it did was give you support via the forums, would that be worth it? If all it did was save you literally thousands of dollars trying to figure this out on your own, would that be worth it? Now, here's a goal that a lot of people tell me they want. Want to hit 10 grand a month? Well, you've got 2 basic options. Number 1, do it all alone. Go to YouTube or a Facebook group, search for how to sell stuff online. Find tons of conflicting info, get confused, get overloaded, overthink it, second guess yourself, waste time, waste energy, and struggle. You will. Option 2, let me teach you. Watch me do it. Replicate it with your accounts. Watch me on every dashboard. Know what buttons to push. Know what settings are best. Know how to set up properly. Know how to manage. Know how to scale. Connect all the dots. Save time. Save money. Be happy. Which option do you prefer? It's a complete no-brainer. It's obviously option 2. If you have any questions, send me an email. Okay, ppccoach@gmail.com. Now, what's the difference between now and later? Now you might have like no idea. You might be struggling. You might not know up from down at this point. Later, you won't be anymore. So this is a limited time offer. It won't be available forever. So you got to act now. Now, some common questions that I get all the time, and then I'll take some from the chat here. So why a membership site? It's more organized versus a Facebook group. And I do not like having my groups on Facebook anymore, because it is disorganized. Stuff falls through the cracks too easily in a Facebook group. So I moved it to a forum off Facebook, which was my original forums anyway, back in 2007. Plus less worrying about building a business on Facebook for me, because Facebook could snap a finger and take away everything in a heartbeat if they really wanted to. More control means a better program, easy to view on mobile. It's just more organized and a better way to do it. How is it delivered? It's on the forums. It's via videos to get you set up before each challenge, and 3 live training sessions during each challenge. Then the replays are posted on the forums too. Plus you get support. Now, what if you can't make a session? No problem. Like I said, replays will be posted right in the forums, available anytime you want to watch them. Now, when can you start? Right now. You get instant access to the forums. Get started now. There's already stuff going on. Actually, I'll show you in a second the forums. You're not alone. You're not the first person to go in there. We're currently over 200 members. So do I need a store? Not for this challenge. Okay, those platforms mean you don't need your own store yet. Future maybe, but not right now. When you join, you'll get to participate in those too if you stay a member. Now, what if I just don't get Facebook ads? I've never done them. What if I don't get Google ads? I've never done them. No problem. That means you won't have any bad habits that I have to break. That means I get a clean slate to start with. That is a good thing. What about the next challenge? Well, if you pay monthly or yearly, you get in on them. As long as you're a member, you're in. Join once, get in on multiple challenges. Pretty cool deal. Now, when are they? Every month. Schedules in the membership. These are based around holidays. We just keep doing them, which is how I've been running my business for years now. Actually, over a decade. Crazy to say, but yeah. What daily budget do I need? Start small and work your way up. Example, start with 10 bucks a day, work your way up. Now just apply what I do and adjust it to your budgets. Take the training and apply it to your budget. Do not scale until you've got a definite winner. I'll help you out with that. What if I have more questions? Email me, Skype me, Facebook group. Now, did you join yet? Awesome. I'll see you in the forums in a minute. Still on the fence? Here's a couple testimonials. This is from Mandy. I've known Will for a few years, have a couple of his courses. You'll always learn something from him, whether you're at the beginning, intermediate, or advanced stage of your business. He teaches what is working for him now, and he teaches in a simple, easy to understand way. I was able to implement one of his courses, and within the first lesson, made my investment back. I love that one. Oliver, I don't usually make public posts on Facebook, but feel I need to tonight. Will, you could be spending your time making money for yourself instead of creating such a great and insightful content. I truly believe you genuinely care and want to help people. You got me started with print on demand back in February and already seeing great success. Hit several bumps along the way, but just believe in yourself and you can do this and you will. Chris, I've been following Will for nearly 3 years now, and to this day, I still think he's the best in the business when it comes to coaching print on demand and Facebook ads. I purchased a couple of his courses in the past, and they've been great. Everything he teaches has been battle tested and proven, so you can trust the strategies that he shares. Definitely follow this guy. You won't regret it. I love those. Now, if you want more, I've been doing this for so long. I put them on a page. I got a whole bunch of them. There's probably over 100 on there. ppc-coach.com/testimonials. Now, what happens after you order? You get immediate access to the forums. Want to see them? No problem. Drag this over here. My lovely forums are right here. So like I said, these are not new. These have been going for a while, but the teacher gift challenge is new. So here's your intro section, your general discussion, success. Just go in here for a sec. Let's see how many pages I'm at. So there's over 5 pages of success stories, including my own. This was the May 19th one. I posted this in the forums too, just to show people that it does work. When you come in, you're taken to, I think, this thread, which gives you a bunch of information. What to do first, how do we train you, how the challenges work, where's the current one, where are the completed ones, any questions. The only stupid question is the one not asked. Okay. There's journal section, mindset. Here's where the current challenges, teacher gift, just starting now. That's why there's nothing in there. And here's a Father's Day one, got a bunch of action. Here's all the completed ones. Now, when you go into these, every one of them where it says read me first has all the training. So there's your setup videos. And there's the replays of the live training sessions that I did. 3 of them. They're over an hour long each one. So you are getting a ton of value for peanuts. And you see there's a lot of members. There's a lot of people in here. This is not new. So don't worry about that. It's a proven system that works very, very well. All right. So if you do have questions once you get in there, simply go in here and start a new thread. Hey, I got a question about this, or a question about research. I'm doing research. I don't know how to do it. What do I do? Post thread. And then I'll go in there and answer. People, also members will go in and they'll answer as well. So it's a lovely place to hang out and to learn print on demand. So let me move this over here. Thanks for watching. I can't wait to help you guys succeed. Thank you for coming on. I appreciate your time. Go join now if you haven't already. And if you have any questions, email me. I'm just going to go through some quickly from the chat box that I'm seeing, and then we will end it. So yeah, I'm going to leave that URL up there in the bottom right, ppc-coach.com/join. That takes you right to the join page. I'm just reading some questions. What if I have a limited ad budget, like $200 total? You could still do it, but you got to hit a winner pretty quickly. How much do you typically spend on tests? $50 on a mug and $100 on a message card. Really confused? Don't be. I mean, it's a lot to absorb, but it's basically a business model where you're making money online by creating and marketing gifts for teachers. So that's a basic gist. I fill in all the details on the forums with the training. So I walk everybody through it step by step. Well worth the $50 a month, month over month. Thanks, Ken. Appreciate it. What else we got here? What kind of budget do I need for testing ads? You could start small. You could start with $5 a day. You could start with $10 a day. Whenever I hear this question, it's because people aren't used to spending money to make money. So they think that you can launch a business online for free and you have no cost. Put it this way, if you were going to launch a brick and mortar business offline, what do you think your startup cost would be? 20,000, 50,000, 100,000? Like you would need inventory, you need a place to do it, you need employees, you need insurance, you need to pay the rent. Like my God, compared to that, this is really nothing at all. Like this, it's the only business in the world where it costs so little to get started and it works so well. And you can actually, your profit margin is not going to be like 6% a month like on brick and mortar businesses. It's more like 40%, which is awesome. Facebook audience targeting. How detailed do you get? Honestly, my best targeting on Facebook is no targeting right now. And I can explain that in the forums, but you can start off with targeting. That's fine. But Facebook is moving more to a Google Shopping type of campaign management where they want to take more control over it. And they just really rely on the pixel to find the buyers. They know who buys, they know who likes stuff. And as soon as they see a couple people that like stuff, they'll go and find similar people. You don't even really have to tell them who to look at anymore. The pixel does it all for you. Is it possible from Bangladesh? Yes, we have members from Bangladesh already. I'm in the forums right now, loving it. Right on. Thank you, Julius. Do you teach Google Ads or other ads platform? Yes, I do. I do. Absolutely. Facebook and Google Ads. Actually, the last one, Father's Day one, I also taught YouTube ads. So this time I'm going to do Google search. Do you deal with Shopify or other POD sites other than Gearbubble and Shine On? I've tried them all. I've done it all. I have Shopify stores right now. I hate them because I can't stand customer service. So the huge benefit of using a place like Gearbubble or Shine On is they handle all the customer service. I don't have to hear from the customers. So you know when you have a Shopify store and somebody buys something and then they'll email you 30 minutes later and be like, I put my order through and I haven't got a tracking number yet. Is this a scam? I'm calling the cops. I'm calling the FBI. I'm calling the CIA. And you get that like 20 times a day and then you're like, what in the actual? It's just customer service drives me nuts. And Shopify stores at Christmas time, oh my God, like just shoot me. I'd rather not do anything online than deal with the customers around Christmas time. They're just awful. People are like nuts. They're nuts online. Like your stuff is coming. Relax, it's coming. Give me more than 30 minutes to get it to you. Like, and then a week later, you get another email. It's been a week. Where's my stuff? It's probably at the factory being printed and shipped right now. Oh, okay. 2 weeks later, where's my stuff? And by 2 weeks, I mean, that's fine. But then, if the guys that email you every day and then women that email and threaten you, I'm like, holy crap, no thanks. I need to figure out a better solution. So once you've been doing it for a while, that wears on you. Yes, I've outsourced customer service and I've hired VAs to do it. Now you're managing people who are asking you questions that you're paying them to answer. Like, I don't want to do it. You do it. Like, figure it out. So that's why I am so big on this. How to download? You don't download this. You just, well, make sure you have an S in the URL. I probably should have put that on there. It's https ppc-coach.com/join right here. Okay. If it's giving you some weird certificate error, just, I think you can do an exception. I'll talk to it's Liquid Web I'm hosted with. I don't know why that comes up for some people. What about return customers for Shine On and Gearbubble? You can market to them too. You can build custom audiences and retarget them all day. On Gearbubble, you can even build your own email list of all your buyers so that you own that. Can we mix up POD with regular drop shipping on my Shopify store? Absolutely, you can. Good to know. Looking for low maintenance. Exactly. Low maintenance. That's a good word. I don't like high maintenance business models. I hate them. That's why I'm not a fan of Shopify. It's high maintenance. It's the highest maintenance. You're doing everything. You're doing everything. No, thank you. Been there, done that, hated it. I'll just go to a business model where all I can do is what I really love. and that's creating new products and selling them. And the customer service and all that stuff is handled by Gear Bubble and it's handled by Shine On. I don't have to hear it. That makes me happy. I'm getting too old to deal with that stuff. All right. What do you think about the new Facebook shops? I would not touch them with a 10-foot pole. Okay. And I know people don't like that opinion, but Facebook is skittish. You cannot build a business on Facebook. You can't. If you build a shop on Facebook and that's your only source of selling products, wow, you're playing Russian roulette with your business. Facebook can snap their fingers and wipe you out without even blinking. They have bots that go through everything, your profile, your ads, your ad accounts. They look for trigger words. If they find them, they restrict your ad account and then you appeal and then you get it back. I've been through this. It sucks. It's scary. When Facebook just snaps their fingers and says, nope, you're not advertising anymore. Now what? Now what do you do? Imagine you have a shop on there and that's your source of income. Imagine you have a Facebook shop that's doing like, I don't know, 20 grand a month. And that's putting money, 20 grand in your pocket a month, like profit a month. And all of a sudden Facebook goes, oh, we saw the word quarantine in a post you did 6 months ago, restricted. You're off Facebook. Like, do you want to risk that? No, thanks. I'm not doing that. I won't touch them. Whoever's recommending them, good luck. Nope, won't touch them. No way. No way, no how. You're not going to change my mind. So that's it. What is your opinion on Pinterest ads? I'm actually running Pinterest ads right now. I like, I'm constantly experimenting in the background. The stuff that I show is only stuff that I actually got working. So right now I've got a necklace up on Pinterest and I've only spent like 20 bucks, but it hasn't got a sale yet, but it's got a bunch of clicks and it's a fairly easy platform to use. The one thing I don't like about Pinterest ads is the reporting is delayed by like 24 hours. So I can't actually see conversions or see clicks or see anything. Like they don't update quick enough for me. I don't know why. I don't know who thought of that, but that drives me nuts. So I got to get used to that. But I don't have a profitable yet, but I'm working on it. How can we build a business if Facebook bots can ban you from advertising? I mean, I don't mean to scare everybody, but uh, there are certain things that you just cannot advertise on Facebook. You can't say the word quarantine. You can't say the word virus. You can't say the word, even like 9/11, they don't like. You can't say that stuff. If you say that stuff, if you sell products that say that stuff, you're going to get banned. Okay. So I know that. So I don't do that stuff. Okay. Even a lot of guys sell Trump mugs, Trump coffee mugs. So in order to even do that, you have to be approved to run political ads. And then when you're approved to run, you're still not out of the woods yet because if they see anything they don't like on your mug, and they do have AI that can read the images too and read the text, you're dead. So, I mean, I don't want to scare you, but every business has risks. So what I've done is I've taken the mindset of I'm using Facebook for marketing, and that's it. And I do have other traffic sources that I can shift to and shift my budget to if I need to, like Google ads, YouTube ads, Gmail ads, display ads, all of that that I can use. I'm working on Pinterest ads. I'm even trying Snapchat ads. I'm trying Twitter ads. You know, like if you saw what I had going on in the background, you'd be like, whoa, that's a lot of stuff. It is. You have to diversify in order to be safe. So never, ever, ever rely 100% on one traffic source, no matter what it is, because that's just a death sentence for your business. Because just one day, if they say, "Oh, you're banned," and you're like, okay, now what do I do?" That's not good. Which coincidentally is why my forums are not on Facebook. I wish you could learn Pinterest ads as soon as possible. Yeah, I know, me too. How the YouTube ads performance compared to Facebook? They are not as good as Facebook, to be honest, but they do perform. I think YouTube really requires a little bit more money, or sorry, yeah, YouTube requires a little bit more money invested. Once you start getting the conversions coming in, the YouTube ads really do get smarter and smarter and smarter. So I think a lot of people make a couple of simple mistakes with YouTube ads when they start, me included. But when you do that, you'll be fine. Thanks for answering my questions, Will. No problem. I sent out an email. Please be looking out for it. Okay, I will. So I think with that, I'm going to close it off. Go to https ppc-coach.com/join and join now. You'll be taken right to the sign up page. The dollar trial will be selected automatically if you're on your phone, and you just put in your name, email, and then hit the button, and it'll take you to the payment. Once your payment goes through, you'll be taken to a lovely page with my fugly mug in a video saying thank you and walking you through the forums. And there's a link right on that page that logs you right into the forums right away. So there's no delay. It's all fully automated. If you hit any snags, let me know. If you've taken the annual, I haven't even checked yet, but whoever did, I will contact you and we will set up a call and we'll go through it. That call can be now or it can be later once you're up and rolling and maybe have a couple questions going on. But again, thank you everyone for coming on. This was my kind of record for registrations. I had 1,005 people registered for this webinar. So I'm very happy with that. The replay is going to go out because I know a lot of people are sleeping around the world. You guys that got up like early in the morning to watch us, thank you. Totally appreciate it. What day will the challenge start? Next Thursday at 10 o'clock a.m. That's it. That's when it's starting. So you've got a little bit of time to get in there. There is so much in there right now that you can go through and start working on if you want. But the next one is next Thursday at 10 o'clock a.m. All my webinars are Thursday at 10 a.m. All right. Awesome. Thank you very, very much again. You guys have a great day, and we will see you in the forums.